And we've got Byron Murphy. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's the Vikings and the Bears, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in just in an absolute free fall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than what we've shown.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the #1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 22-yard line.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Throwing is Williams.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Here comes the Bears punter now.
Brandon Powell deep from Minnesota.
Fielded at the 33.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Throwing is Cousins. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Now a 2nd and 10.
Cousins with a give to Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go, set.
Here's Williams. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. For the Vikings offense, and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Cousins. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. On play action, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got it. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. To throw, Cousins. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 5. To the air, Williams. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To throw, it's Williams.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand-checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Open man downfield, it's Naylor. Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Naylor, 61 yards. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. But Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They'll go play action here with Williams.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. This will be caught at about the 6. Will be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Now Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
Here's Cousins.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Cousins to throw it.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of the season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
That'll They'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw is Cousins.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go play action. Cousins.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing again here, Williams. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a first down carry by Jones. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. They'll go again to Jones. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Now Cousins hands to Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense, and they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw is Williams. To the left side into the hands of Adunze. And he will have the Bears first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Adunze. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
At the Vikings 42-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To the air, Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. It's now
To throw, it's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will head back home